Exactly. This is one opportunity to have a good look at everybody else's cars, see what modifications they brought to this race. And you're so right that we go on. The cars actually don't return to Europe or to their bases in Europe until after the Brazilian Grand Prix, sometime in it's either late November or early December. And so all the modifications that take place on the cars, that take place back in the team's bases in Europe, then are flown out, and that's exactly what Adrian will be having a look for. Any modifications that have been made since the low downforce races of the last two Grand Prix, which were in Monza and before that in Spa. And so consequently, there will have been modifications taking place on the cars that have come in since the last high downforce race, which was in Hungary at the end of July.
Eric Bourlier on the left-hand side of the screen there for Lotus. No doubt confidence based on the qualifying performance of his young French driver Roman Grosjean. Some concern over the fitness of Kimi Raikkonen, who starts from position 13 with a back issue, a trapped nerve. It's been giving him grief all weekend. It's not been a strong movement as the race director of the official start, Charlie Whiting, on the right-hand side of the screen for the FIA to the race director. Still on the grief point.
Charlie, of course, used to be chief mechanic for Brabham, which was owned by Bernie Eccleston. So loyalty there, but Charlie very, very capable and with a huge amount of respect from the drivers. They really rely on him with the right decisions. So many times he's made absolutely the right call with his henchman, also for the Brabham man, Hervey Blash. I'm just thinking of the Canadian Grand Prix a couple of years ago where they were absolutely right to do what they did, which was stopping the race and suspending the race. They're very, very experienced. In fact, one wonders if maybe in the end who would come and take over that job, because they just know it so well. And as I say, they've got so much respect from all the drivers.
Mark Webber aboard the Infinity Red Bull Racing RB9 made his Grand Prix debut back in 2002. Scored points on debut in Australia. 37 years of age, the eldest Formula 1 try at the time of Formula 1 end of this championship season to begin sports car racing, a portion of the World Endurance Championship, and another assault over the 24-hour race. East Coast Parkway running over the top of the circuit down there through turn 1 and on the exit of turn 3. Great look at 5 top exit turns through turns 22 through that second. As I mentioned, all 22 cars on the grid, excellent, the fully eliminated pit building. Great to see, as I said before, so many of you in the stands here this evening. Wave those Singtel flags, Marina Bay Sands in the background with spectacular graphics on the side, the Helix Bridge in the foreground. This is building into a magnificent event, and we're standing by for a start at the Singapore Grand Prix.
I may have been to Brabham. Seeing this incredible scene, it's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant.
Because it brings out something special. I think under the lights, it's obviously an amazing spectacle, even further to life. And I was just looking out there. So here is a little rundown of where we're at in our championship. 13th round of the series, Singapore this weekend, and then really this event. 7 rounds remaining, 75 points, and we're talking a lot about the circuit layout this evening, in particular where the DRS is activated in 2 locations, once on the pit straight and the second time on the exit of turn time around turn 7. But only when it's being enabled by race control, and only when the relevant car is within 1 second of the preceding vehicle does the rear wing activate open. Potentially gives the following driver the opportunity for a passing vehicle. Great shots of the wonderful Singapore CBD, Marina Bay, around the Singapore River area, looking across the sea here. 1,500 light projectors bringing to life the 5,065-metre Grand Prix racetrack. And tonight will host the longest and toughest event on the Grand Prix calendar. We'll run all the way to 2 hours, very, very close to it.
To that FOM has put up just on the start finishing. line. There's Nico Rosberg. Now this is the man who's finished second here in 2008. He is the man who is most likely to topple Sebastian Vettel today. He knows it. Different teams. Red Bull Racing, here is the grid. Red Bull Racing, Sebastian Vettel and Nico Rosberg. Mercedes, Romain Grosjean doing a great job with third fastest. Mark Webber fourth. Lewis Hamilton there in fifth place. Felipe Massa qualifying his teammate in sixth place. Fernando Alonso therefore in seventh. Jenson Button in eighth in the McLaren. Alonso, of course, two-time winner here. Daniel Ricciardo getting into the top 10 for Toro Rosso. And Esteban Gutierrez in his best ever qualifying position. 11th in number 11, Nico Hulkenberg. Jean-Eric Vergne in 12th place for Toro Rosso. 13th, Kimi Raikkonen with a back problem. 14th, Sergio Perez, a little bit disappointed in the McLaren. 15th, Adrian Sutil for Force India. And 16th, Valtteri Bottas, a newcomer to the circuit, ahead of Paul di Resta for Force India. And Pastor Maldonado, who qualified second here last year. Then Charles Piquet, Caterham, Guido van der Garde, his teammate. And finally the two Mauritians of Jules Bianchi and Max Chilton on the back row of the grid. Those are the 22 cars taking the start for this 61-lap race. Air temperature now 29 degrees, track temperature 32 degrees, and the humidity is 67%.
Second Singapore Grand Prix pole for Sebastian Vettel last night. His fifth of this championship season, his 41st career pole. There is Kimi Raikkonen down in 13th position. That was one of the storylines that came out on Friday and also Saturday. I thought it was a great performance by Felipe Massa to out-qualify this man on screen. Fernando Alonso, particularly after the difficulties he had with setup on the Friday. Esteban Gutierrez, you detailed a few moments ago, fantastic performance to make it into Q3 for a Formula 1 best qualifying performance for him in the Sauber Ferrari. His teammate Nico Hulkenberg, despite the DRS problems that he had in qualifying, just one place behind qualifying. Another great performance by Daniel Ricciardo with the Toro Rosso. He won over many fans for the Western Australia. To cheer Daniel. 6 of the last 7 events he's made it into Q3. It's a good performance. There's Lewis Hamilton winning 2009.
So many problems, and three separate problems which really limited his running, but also thanks to his teammate.
Consistency of the tyres. There's a big step difference in the max speed performance between both these tyres, around about 2 seconds per tyre. And strategy is going to be a very, very interesting talking point tonight. The track is in perfect condition. And a quick shout out to more than 1,100 volunteer marshals that have worked tirelessly all weekend to help put together this Grand Prix. There's an enormous staff of people associated with the Singapore Grand Prix, and we would especially like to thank you for your hard work in often very difficult conditions. Thermal imaging camera of Mark Webber's car there just shows you the temperature in the front tyre of the Infiniti Red Bull Racing Renault. And as we say every year that we come here, this wonderful mix of The historic Singapore, together with the modern backdrop, makes it very special and rather unique in the world of Formula One. There's the scenario in the Drivers' Championship. Sebastian Vettel with 222 points. He's got a 53-point margin over Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Mark Webber. And as I've said several times this weekend, it's just 11 points, positions 3, 4 and 5, the gap between them. So a very close battle going on there and a lot to play for this evening. Onboard cameras, 5 of them on every car in the field. Formula One management have got a huge array of cameras situated all around this wonderful venue to bring this entire event to life for us tonight. Constructors scenario, Red Bull well and truly in command at the moment over Ferrari. Then Mercedes have only got 3 points between Ferrari and Mercedes in positions 2 and 3. Stefano Domenicali inside the garage at Ferrari. He'll be hoping for performance and consistency and to respond to the challenges that this venue brings tonight. Will there be a safety car? Will there be drama? It's been a relatively quiet weekend in terms of drama.